No Jumper, coolest podcast, and we'll be back for the third time with my man Lil Zay Osama.
Y'all already know what it is. Trench Baby in this bitch.
Crazy, man. The first one was only like 35 minutes. The second one was like 55 minutes. So maybe we can crack an hour this time.
Let's do it, sir.
Nah,
Just keep multiplying.
We definitely finna hit an hour this time, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about, man.
My boy Ring.
Come on, man.
Oof, it's crazy, yo. So, okay, how long you been free for right now?
I've been free since January 21st.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
But were you on? You couldn't travel or anything for a while
I can't
there?
travel. I can't do shit.
Okay.
I got to stay in LA.
Shit, you had to stay in
Next
LA.
month,
though.
next
That's where you
month
got-
though, September, they told me I can damn near travel. I got to get, permission though.
Okay, but you requested like I want to be paroled
Yeah,
to
I ain't
LA.
gonna lie. If I'd have moved back to Chicago or went back to Chicago, I'd probably be back in jail or something,
Really? You think you wouldn't be able to stop yourself from popping out and being involved?
Hell nah. This shit too real.
Damn, that's crazy. But okay, like, I mean, I feel like we got to get into the situation that led to you getting locked up in the first place. Cause I mean, I feel like there's the viral version of it. There's the Instagram page version of it where there was a lot of narratives. And then there's what really happened. And we haven't really heard what really happened from you.
Because what they
You talking
say is,
about with the switch case?
they said that you was in the back of an Uber and then left a switch in the back of the Uber and then you tried to.
You know, when they found the gun in the car, I was never in the car.
Word.
I was rushing to my interview. I was doing some shit called radar or some shit like that.
On the radar.
No, it wasn't on the radar though.
Yep.
It wasn't on the radar. It was another podcast, some low key shit called Red Radar, some shit.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So I hopped out the car and I'm rushing. You feel me? So I hop out the car and I go into the interview. I was in there 45 minutes. When I come out the interview, I got on whole different clothes and everything because I went in the bathroom, changed my clothes, and then went in the interview room. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I came out, I still had on all black though. Both outfits was black. So dude only remember me by my grills and the chains and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he like, that's the one who left it in the car type shit. When I came out the interview, you feel me?
So when
So
you
he
walk-
was with the cops waiting outside
Basically,
to rat on
when
you?
we got out the car and I went in the interview, my homie them got out the car. He basically said he had to leave and go do some shit or whatever, pick up somebody else. So he went down the block, searched his car, found the gun. You know what I'm saying? My homie, RIP, my homie Top. You know, folks end up, he was off the drink. He was off high as hell off the drink. He in the car really sleep for real. You feel what I'm saying? So when he was waking up out of his sleep and was getting out the car, when I got out the car, he woke up. I'm like, hey, boy, on point. But you know how I be off drugs still. Like, all right, he said, on point. Now I back off, whatever.
A lot of drugged up shooters out here.
Yeah, he was off it. You feel me? He hopped out the car. And that's how the shit got left in the car.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? He wasn't thinking. I never left shit in the car. I ain't even have it on me. You know what I'm saying? So, they just run whatever on the internet though. So it is what it is, bro. I went to jail for that shit. You feel me?
Wow.
My guidelines was only 24 months. They told me if you get caught with a switch in New York, it's 30 years. This the internet. This the fans. They don't know how the Fed system work.
Right.
You feel me? So if me personally, I ain't never had no multiple felonies. You know what I'm saying?
But you do have a felony from back in the day?
Look, I had a felony. I didn't have no felonies. When I was in jail, I pleaded guilty to a case in California.
Oh, pre-existing case.
Yeah, a pre-existing case. So they really couldn't even use that. So my guidelines were still the same, 24 months. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting 14 months because my judge, we told her everything I got going on and shit, you know what I'm saying? Plus MDC, the jail I was in, that bitch bogus. Like,
Really?
that bitch infested everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So they give you double your time for that type of shit. You know what I'm
Really?
saying?
Because, okay, what evidence did they have actually tying you to this gun?
The guy.
Just the guy saying,
Just the guy.
no fingerprints, no...
They said my DNA came back. Now, mind you, I got out of jail for this case. I was on house arrest. Then they let me off house arrest and said the case thrown out, right? They come back a year later and say they found my fingerprints and 5 other fingerprints mixed in on the gun.
Wow.
So that's not necessarily saying I touched the gun that day. I could have touched the gun before, but that day particularly, you can't say that I touched that gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I could have fought it. I could have did all type of shit. I had one of the best lawyers in New York, Don Florio.
But you chose to just take some time
I chose to
instead of...
just take the time and just get the fuck on. I don't know how the feds work. I'm not finna play with them.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? and they crack me over the head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
Instantly, get up out of there. They offered me, my guidelines 24 months. I was ready to take the 24 months.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's crazy because in our last interview that we did, and I think some people ended up kind of clipping it because it seemed kind of weird in comparison to what actually ended up happening to you. But there was a lot of conversation that we had about how to move around with your gun, the fact that you love Chicago because the gun laws are relatively chill in comparison to some places like New York. It was kind of like we had like a whole conversation that seemed kind of ominous in comparison to what actually ended up happening to you.
It just be, a nigga call me crash out. I think I'm stupid. Bro, I'm not finna be walking around in New York with a switch on me. I know what I do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what people around for, not necessarily saying is around me sending off or nothing, but niggas know what they're around for. Protect the brand. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not finna be walking around this bitch with a button on me. But somebody with me gonna hide that bitch. You know that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm that smart, but the way the situation happened, it'd be like his ass a crash out. He stay going to jail. He stay doing dumb shit. But it don't be happening how people be thinking it be happening.
But there's been multiple times. I remember I had some security at Rolling Loud 2019, and at one point I look up and I realize that he's off an E-pill and he's drinking lean. And that's just like not even that uncommon. Like a lot of times, if it's your homie who's kind of supposed to be holding you down doing security, in their head, it's all good. Nothing's gonna happen. They start getting fucked up. This is very common.
Yeah. Facts.
So you ended up doing how long for that though?
14 months.
14 months. So like
I did 14 months. I got out January 21st.
Do you see anybody famous in there? Any interesting encounters?
Man, I was locked up with what's the preacher name? The preacher that got locked up for the 90K?
Bishop
Bishop
the
Whitehead.
scammer? Yeah,
That was
Bishop
my
Whitehead.
that was my up in there.
Right.
He come to my room me a day. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Brooklyn
We up in that
That's
bitch.
cool.
right?
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
up in
that
that
guy.
bitch, chopping it up like regular people, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who else up in that bitch? My homie Jeezy Moolah Free, bro. You feel me?
Man, you living like a king in there. I seen in the song, you said you
I
had
had
niggas watching.
iPhones, all type of shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, cause like that's how me and you even got in tune. Cause I ain't gonna say where I ended up pulling up to somebody's crib,
Yeah.
and when I walked inside the crib, it was some dudes in there, and usually don't be too many people in there, but like it was like some street dudes or whatever, and they was looking at me like they knew me. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to take care of.
You
what I
don't
got.
even know. I told him, I'm like, who just walked in? My man's flipped the camera. He showed me you. I'm like, oh, that's Remo from No Jumper. Go on here, tell us that, put you on No Jumper. I man, put him on the phone.
And you locked up at the time.
Yeah.
So me and you, I'm
locked
like,
up.
all right, so for sure. So you had, you know what I'm saying, you having phones and shit. Me and you, we had a quick conversation. This probably about like 6-7 months ago.
That was right before I was coming home. I had a month left.
Yeah, because you told me you finna get out.
I supposed to got out in November. I was in transportation for a month and a half. Like from New York, they was transferring me back to Chicago, DuPage. I was in there on dead time for a month and a half.
How much did it affect you going in and having to do 14 months, given like all the success you've
I ain't gonna
seen,
lie,
how comfortable your life
my
is?
shit was turned, folks. You feel what I'm saying? So me going to jail, taking that time away from this shit, like really like shit died down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it make my look like I ain't no business. Like, oh, I'm just a crash out. I'm just still on the same old shit, even though I'm in the position that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that.